Final approach. Empowered and pressurized.
I'd hope you would have done that before we docked, but never mind.
Decontamination protocol online.
Okay. Oh, right. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your breakfast?
Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tycoon.
Okay.
Meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew.
Are you my
Having laid these
supervisor?
foundations.
Okay. I'm worried that these Marduk people might be a tad evil. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They're flying to the moon very fast. Look at them go. From the moon, because that's where research comes from. So we found 40 research. We can resume. So we're gonna do that one, and our science ship will start hoovering up science from the moon, which is how that works. That's how science works. You go to a place, you do science, and then you just create beakers of science, and then you just suck them up like a industrial vacuum cleaner. We have to move the Tycoon to the moon. Yes. Where the science isn't, because we've already sucked it dry. Is that it? Right, I'm going to hit the big button. Hit the button.
Charging full engine.
Oh, we sucked all the science from Saturn. That was quick.
Full engine ready.
Yeah, why not?
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected. Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines. Full engine critically damaged. Hull integrity compromised. Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system. We are receiving no communication signals from Earth. Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome to Ixion. Or should I say welcome back to Ixion, because of course we did play a little bit of this a few months back. It's been a little bit of a recap beforehand. So this game, if you don't know what it is a survival, exploration, space, sci-fi type building game, which is quite fun. Now, last time we set up, basically it's like an Elon Musk type operation. So, you know, safety obviously, but the moon blew up, but that's fine. So we blew up the moon a little bit, but we're basically trying to send humanity to a new world. That's the plan. So we've built this space station here that can move, and we were just testing out the engine and testing out building stuff as well, because we have these little buildings here we can put down. So we've got crew quarters. I've built an insect farm there, so food actually shouldn't be a huge problem. But what I might do is slap down another slap down another one. Insect farm. There we go. We'll put another one there. Okay, and then we need to put a little road to it. There we go. Good. Right, so we've got another insect farm on the go. People like reading cockroaches, right? Now, so the moon has exploded. Whoops. Yeah, that's probably our bad. These things happen. You know, it's science, isn't it? Old lady science. You just have to hold on and hope for the best. And sometimes blow up a moon. Anyway, so, I mean, to be fair, we don't know if it was us, apart from the fact we know. But I mean, you know, with Brexit and Elon Musk taking over Twitter, anything could have happened, to be honest. So either one of those events probably actually blew up the moon. We're probably completely blameless in that regard. But it does seem like we've jumped to the future as well, so that's fun. So we can see there's the Earth there. That's looking a little bit brown. 83 degrees C mean surface temperature. I'm sure that's fine. Probably. Right, well, let's no, we don't want to move you. Let's go and have a chat with some of our peeps here. So we've got an event. Administrator, the crew are asking a lot of questions about the state of the Earth. Yep. Okay, Munchai behavioral algorithms predict a decrease in productivity of 22%, which of course is our main concern right now. If these questions go unanswered, at Administrator Tycoon Station, you should find some answers quickly. Okay, we're definitely going to send some people to Earth. Also got, you've made it notice the moon has broken apart. Yes, no, I had noticed that. The crew are aware of this. Can't really miss it. And many rumours are spreading throughout the station. You will have to make an official statement. So we can say Dolos has many enemies, it's our fault, or it was humanity's fate. I mean, I think it was humanity's fate.
Trust in your leadership is falling.
Look, I'm just going to do the modern politician thing of going, didn't do it. Not my fault. It wasn't me. It's the Shaggy methodology. Okay, so let's send our science ship to Earth to go and have a look around, see if we can find anyone. I'm going to be honest, it's not looking good. Also, we've got probes, so I can probe shit. So we can launch a probe. Oh. Okay, so there's resources there. What I really want to find is if there is... Oh, some good resource there. That's good iron quite close to us. Probably do... Well, we can't do anything with that at the moment. There is, however, some weird science shit over there. So let's shoot a probe in that direction. And I also want to turn on... Now, we don't have many polymers. You know what we should reuse the polymers for is to... In fact, we're going to lose power in a minute. We're going to lose power in a minute because I don't have the power. So let's build that. Some solar panels on the outside. Because as soon as we build this, we're going to lose power. Because our current power is at 100 of 100, which means if we plug anything else in, it's going to explode.
The science ship has arrived at its destination.
Good-o. No signals have been received from Earth. The oceans seem to have evaporated, and the surface temperatures have risen significantly since the Tycoon was last in orbit. Atmospheric readings indicate the presence of strong dust storms and dangerously high levels of carbon dioxide, radiation, and microplastics. The blue planet will never again deserve its name. Okay, well, let's start off with maybe scour the globe in search of survivors. That seems like a sensible first thing to do, doesn't it? Let's start with that one, shall we? Good. Right, we need some more resources. We're currently low on alloy, and polymers are going down as well. So the more of that we have, the better. And currently we have 0 of that. So good. Also, as we build up our insect farm, we're going to get that before our power goes off. Let's turn, because we don't have any science left. Well, not enough science. We're going to turn off this. And then when that gets constructed, it's not going to cause too many issues. There we go. I also want to probably move some things around. What I would like to do is move... now. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to turn this to polymers. And then I'm going to knock you down. Yes. You're fine, you're fine. I'm going to build... Now, this is purely... So, we're going to knock you down, and I'm going to knock you down. No, I'm not at the moment. So, I want to move basically, I want to get rid of this road, move these one over, and then put some houses behind here, which might seem like a massive pain in the ass, and it is, because you can't just move buildings around. You have to put, and to be honest, there's not much space here. We're gonna be able to research some buildings which are much bigger, and we're gonna need somewhere to stick them. And currently we don't have anywhere to stick them. I should have moved this over a little bit. I'm tempted to like knock that down and rebuild it further over. Like, I guess we want road here, although, to be honest, we don't really need that. Like, road in the centre would be fine. If we move that over, we'll have more space here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So that's probably what I'll do. But for the moment, polymers, when we move that's fine. So what we can do is, once this has finished, we can turn that to be alloy. And then we can get rid of this. Yes! So we'll dismantle that. Then we dismantle the road. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build some more of these, the storage, but we're going to do it one closer, because then we can put a road down the middle, and then we can put houses on the other side. And that's a much more efficient use of our space. So that's why I'm doing it, basically. I mean, then I've got to move all of these. That's going to be a whole extra fucking pain in the ass. I'll worry about that in a minute, though. Okay, so now we get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of you. We build... Boop, boop, boop. Then I can build... something like that. We can put the road down there, and I don't know. I could just go all the way down, couldn't I? I'm kind of tempted to do that. I don't. Okay, we'll do this for the minute. I don't know if this is quite how I want to. I mean, there is a certain level of efficiency of like ferrying things backwards and forwards, but ultimately, I think actually having the space is actually slightly more important than having the efficiency of being able to move things around, because things will finish eventually anyway, but space is at a premium. So that's what I'm doing there. Have we finished? Nope, still looking at Earth, but we have found Venus. That's a bonus. Do we have any probes? No, it's still building probes. That's fine. The probe, have I set it to... I've not set it to auto build. I've set it to auto build. It will consume polymers, but I'm assuming we'll find polymers. Oh, good. Right. After a long search, we have found nothing but rubble. We've seen no signs of life, not even a corpse. The lunar chasm seems to have caused a series of events that participated the collapse of thermo-industrial civilization. The Earth has become a toxic and arid wasteland scoured by harsh winds. Sounds like Twitter. Now more inhospitable than Mars. The only remnant of civilization we found was a fallen stele, where the city of Washington once stood, stuck in a crevasse. It has been sheltered from the wind. A prayer imploring divine forgiveness was engraved in gold on its surface. And we found resources. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I mean, obviously, the destruction of the Earth is sad, but we found some resources. That's nice. Let's investigate Dolos headquarters. Seems like a sensible thing to do. Right, fleet. You are getting that. I want that. We haven't found any people, so there's no point getting that. And there's no food either, so don't worry about that either. Just get polymer and alloys, I think, is probably the most important thing at the moment. Back to Earth. The converted oil rig which Dolos used as a state-of-the-art headquarters is gone. Only a few metal scraps remain scattered across an expanse of dusty, cracked Earth. There is no sign of survivors. Oof, rough. Okay, I guess we'll check out our family home, see what happened to that. It's probably not going to be good. Never mind. Right, we've got another probe. So, I mean, we've got plenty of resources here, so I'm not going to worry about too much about resources. What I do want to find is any interesting science locations. So let's pop probes off in that direction. Okay, we're doing this. We're knocking this one down, which is fine. I mean, I could build houses all the way along here. There is a different section which I probably should build roads to. And we don't need them right away, but we probably will need them eventually. So if I do something like that, then at least we've got that space. We can't put anything down there, can we? To be honest, this would be better, like, just one over. I think this only takes alloys to construct. I'm tempted to knock it down and build it, like, just a little bit over. Just a tad. It'll be fine. It'll be alright. You probably want to be over there, but it also looks like... Oh, shit. So actually, we're losing hull. It's because I haven't turned this on, have I? Fuck. I need to auto-repair. There we go. Oh, there we go. +4. That's fine. That's better. Currently, we're in optimal working conditions because we don't need as many workers as we have, which is good. But over time, we're going to need more people. And I assume that's the reason that we've got these cryogenic pods resourced here, because we're bound to find people like just floating around outside who we can defrost. Little popsicles. Are we sucking the science out a little bit? Getting some stuff there. We got probe. That's what we're doing then. Okay. Little probe. Oh, hello. Hello. What was that? There. Let's pop a probe out there. See what happens. I probably want to move these over as well. I say I'm really tempted to just shift you. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Knock it down. Knock it all down. Yeah. I'm just gonna shift it over like 2 slots. It seems insane. It's very feng shui. Right, we're gonna knock all this down. You know how long that took? Yeah, but we need it just like 2 inches over to the left, if that's okay. It's fine. Oh, we got tech. Shit. Yeah. Oh, cryogenic center. We haven't found the frozen bodies at the moment, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Battery. I don't necessarily need that right now. Alloys, though. A steel mill will probably be very useful, so let's research that first. We'll do that first. The other... oh, because we might not have... The problem is, if you want to dismantle a building, you need enough space to take the alloys out, otherwise they won't bother doing it. Fucking ball ache, innit? Do we want another food? We could stick another food there. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Kind of makes sense. Maybe I should have built these one back. No, I'm not going that. I'm not going that direction. Okay, once this is finished, we're going to build... There's my probes, my probe launcher. We're going to build that 2 over. There we go. I know, but still. Needs to be done. It's going to cost me 90 alloy. I probably lost some alloys doing that, maybe? Not sure. Not entirely sure. Is there any building we can stick, like, there? No, not really. It's like playing fucking Tetris, but... Oh, you're quite a long boy. I could stick you there. That's actually a fairly good place for you to be. I mean, yeah, we'd have to knock down the road, but... Who needs more than one? Does it matter if we do that? I genuinely don't fucking know. So we'll slap a hospital there, then we can knock that hospital down. And it counts as 2 hospitals. That's how the Tories do it. I don't know about this one. We could just build them all the way down. Because we need a road here anyway, right? I mean, I could turn this one around. Maybe. Maybe, but probably not. I think what we want to do here is probably just build... Could we... but there wouldn't be a road. Okay, I think what we want to do is potentially like build these along here. Is there space for 2... Not quite. We could do 2 there, and then a road, and then another layer. Does that make sense?
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, well, I'm just in the middle of something at the moment, so hang on there. Just hang on to that thought. So then we do this. Like that. And then there's enough room for another layer. And then we can knock these down. So let's do that. Right, what do you want? Administrator, Sector 1 has almost reached its maximum structural load. I know how that feels. With more infrastructure surely needed soon, a new sector will need to be unlocked. Originally, the sectors were programmed to automatically unlock after completion of the mission to Proxima Centauri, with the change of the Tycoon's mission objective. This restriction can be bypassed by manually overriding the gateway lock algorithms. Pledge to unlock a new sector in 10 cycles, or the Tycoon does not have the resources. We don't have the resources at the moment. We're not going to do that. Absolutely fucking not. Right, what's Earth having it? Right. A huge crevasse cuts through the ground where your home once stood. There is no trace of civilization. Well, it's going to ruin house prices. Never mind. There's plenty of alloys here, though. 143. Loads. Polymers. Good. Electronics. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, there's a debris field over here. Should we go for the debris field? I think we should go for the debris field. Oh, no, we need to suck the science out of Earth. The dead Earth. The dead Earth still has one gift left to give. The sucking of science. So let's suck that. Right, so then we can knock all this stuff down. And we can potentially get... Nope, not you. More of you. Right, yeah. So we could, like, put you there. And is there enough space for 2 there? Oh, shit, there is. That's really... That's nice and tidy. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. We do need lots of alloys, though. We currently have... not enough. What? Hello? Mission reports from the expedition to Earth are being discussed among the crew. The thought of having lost all loved ones left behind has destroyed morale for many of them. The symptoms of this trauma have now been collated under the medical designation Dead Earth Sickness. Well, I mean, he seems like he's fine. He's doing some art therapy. He'll be back up in no time. To safeguard humanity, we must find survivors and increase the station's population. We do not have time to go through the classic reproductive cycle of your species. Adding new members. Stop it! Put it away! Tycoon's crew will have a positive impact on morale. Cryonic stasis, a practice pioneered by Dolos, was in the growing use even before we left the solar system. There is a high likelihood that the cryogenic pods containing survivors await discovery. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine about that. Defrosting them. What happened? Moon blew up. What? What? Okay, we need you. I mean, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're just going to tick along for a minute. Okay, I'm building some more workshops at high priority just to get the rest of this building finished because we've got a lot of shit going on, a lot of resources coming in, and currently it looks like we're a little bit overwhelmed with what's going on, because I think these two are waiting. Oh, maybe that's not what they... What are these things then? Oh, you know what we do need is a mining ship. Let's build a mining ship. We need 20 polymers. We do not have 20 polymers. We'll have 20 polymers in a minute. It's fine. We've got some polymers coming in there. That's fine. Oh, are you moving stuff? Right, we'll build though. I think these things are these things. So I think that's what's transporting stuff around. I think. Unless they have their own? I genuinely don't know. Maybe it's better to have the alloys, because they seem to be dissipating almost immediately. I don't know. Well, either way, we can get... If it's not, we can get rid of these two things. That's fine. Right. Meanwhile, we sucked all the science out. Let's go to the debris field, because that seems quite interesting. So let's fly over there in that direction. Do we have another probe? We do. Ooh, very nice. Okay, we're looking for sexy science locations. Let's ping off a probe in that direction. We found the Ushabani Venus. We found Mercury as well. That's got some science there. It's all very nice. And what's your problem? Stockpile. Okay, no connected stockpile has enough polymer. No, well, that's true. You, I could get rid of. In fact, what I could do with you is turn you into alloy, because that is kind of what we need at the moment. So if we do that, then I'm hoping that we should see a bit of an uptick in the amount of resources being shifted around and delivered to work sites. Because as soon as these come up, we can knock down these, and then we start knocking down these, we can start supplying. In fact, we can start knocking down this, can't we? We've already got a hospital. We don't need 2 hospitals. 2 hospitals? You insane? Fuck that. Right. You're almost there. Little probe flying off as well. We have our transport currently looting Earth. Oh god, we've already grabbed all of the alloys. Jesus Christ. It's quick.
A science ship
that was
has
quick.
arrived at its destination.
We got here. Transmission from Hiroki Asana, probe detail and analyst. We have verified the data several times and can confirm the existence of a vast debris field covering an area of several thousand kilometers. At the center of the debris field is a colossal artificial structure, which, even in its ruined state, makes a tycoon look like an insect. No signals have been detected. We have identified 3 areas of investigation: the core of the structure, a secondary structure that looks to be the remains of a destroyed loading dock, and a particularly dense area of the debris field close to the other 2 sites. We recommend the utmost caution to be taken when approaching these areas. The floating debris will make navigation difficult and interfere with communications. Huh. Let's survey the dense area of debris. Let's do that one first. Before we go looking on this. Oh, that's our mining ship. Excellent. Let's send our probe out to go and find some resources, I guess, and start mining them. But first and foremost, we actually need to research the stuff. So we've got the steel mill. That's good. The polymer refinery is probably a good option. I mean, the cryogenic center. Let's get the polymer first. Resources first. Once we got our resources sorted out, we can get people. That is my thinking. Right, we're going to start knocking down people's homes so they can relocate. Yes, get the fuck out of that house. We're building more of them. Chill out.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Let's have a look. What's this debris field got in it? The wreck of shuttles float everywhere. Most belong to the UN, although there are also some bearing the acronym BMS. Despite the many hazards and potential psychological impacts from the presence of human corpses, the science ship's team was able to locate some salvageable resources, including people, apparently, which is nice. Okay, let's investigate the ruined loading dock. No, let's investigate the core of the structure. Changed my mind. Good. Okay, so we are moving these buildings. We can knock down some of these now. Let's do that. Just making sure no one is going to be homeless. Nope, that's fine. Let's knock down that one as well. And we've also got some more. So we've got the steel. The steel mill is pretty large, but it could potentially like fit somewhere along here. The other option is the polymer refinery, which could fit here. It would mean removing the mess halls. We need to put a mess hall somewhere. But we could potentially like put one down here somewhere. Something like that would be fine, I think. We could maybe do something like that. It does potentially leave a lot of dead space, though. I mean, we could put you there. Steel mill could fit beside you. Potentially. He's a big boy. He doesn't take up that much space. I think that's probably the best option. If we pop you there, and then we can knock down you. We can knock down these. I think we've got more than enough housing. To be honest, we may not need that extra layer of housing. In which case we could get rid of this road and maybe demolish these ones. Just put them there, but then what do we put in the middle? It's wide enough for some buildings, but it's not wide enough to fit the buildings and a road at the same time, which is the problem. I mean, we could just... I mean, it depends how much more population we have in this region, I guess. Currently it's optimal, but I think we're going to need to research the cryogenic lab fairly soon. Okay, so we are going to need another house because now 15 people homeless. So once we finish that, that's fine. So we are going to need more houses. So I guess let's just build them now. Get it over and done with, right? Wait for some of these to build, and then we can knock that one down, and then we can knock these two down as well. And then we can shift all this stuff around. It's fine. And this is being constructed, which is good, because once that's done, we can knock down this, and then we can build the polymer. But I think the steel is probably more important to begin with. We need this road down here. Or do we? Actually, thinking about it. What if we shift this one over? Because then that road is slightly closer. Yeah, let's do that.
Ship team has completed a task.
Yeah, okay. Summary of intelligence on the former staging area. First visuals reveal a huge damaged structure surrounded by arches that have detached from their central axis. These arches show extreme signs of deterioration. The structure is covered in traceable explosive residue, collision impacts, and scarring from unknown weaponry. After exploring the few areas of the structure that remain accessible, the team of the science ship spotted a number of salvageable resources near a ruined assembly area. Further analysis is possible, but will take time. Let's investigate the ruined assembly area. Let's do that one. Also, we've probably got another probe. We found some iron, which is good. It's probably one of the main things we do want. We also want some carbon, if we can find... Ooh. We can pop off one there. So we're currently mining the iron, but we're not currently collecting it. We've looted Earth. Jesus. We do have 246 alloy currently stocked in the docking bay, which is almost full of just alloy, just sheer alloy. Let's knock that one down. We'll build this up. This is fine. Got that one. Right, we can knock you down. Let's do that. That is fine. And then we can knock you down and we can start shifting some bits around here, which is good. Yeah, I know we currently don't have enough food, but that's because I knocked down the mess hall. It's fine. I've built a new one. It's nice. What the fuck are you guys doing? Why do they need to go in and out? What is that? You know what? Don't want to know. It's fine. Right, once we finish building these, I think we can knock these down. I don't think we need them then. Oh, it might be worth keeping them. Just for the minute. Until I absolutely need to knock them down, I'll keep them around. Because I think they're supplying us with these little doobries that are building shit for us. I mean, they're almost certainly building... I don't know if they're, like, also moving the alloys to the storage bays. That I'm not sure about. I mean, I guess we don't need as much polymer as alloys seem to be the main thing. So if we turn this from alloy to something else, would that be a problem?
A probe has completed its scan.
Good-o. And we found 86 carbon. I mean, it's not huge, but I'll take it. Could do with more carbon. If we can find any. Also, more science, of course, would be good. But we're kind of busy at the moment. Oh. I know, let's fire off one in that direction. See what we can find.
Completed a task.
Right, we've got the polymer factory over here. I knocked this down after I decided I was actually going to change the direction of this. So we put the steel mill over here. I think that's the right decision. I think so. That does give some spots for buildings over here, which I felt like was the better option. It does leave us with a bit of space down here, which is fine. We've got the electronics factory as well. That is quite a long boy, which we could potentially like fit. I mean, we could fit you down there. That... I mean, we do have some space along there, but then there's some space for buildings as well. Could put more houses there. Unless we put you, like, in the middle somewhere? I don't know. We don't desperately need electronics at the moment. Well, no, that's not true. We do. We actually do need electronics. Do we put you there? Do we put you there? I mean, we don't need a road. As long as it's connected by one slot, it doesn't really matter. So we could, like, stick you there. But then what do we put down here? I'm kind of tempted to put you there. Because that then potentially gives us space for... How much are you? So you are 4 tiles. That gives us... 4 tiles. That's not really going to leave us enough space, is it? I'm kind of tempted to say let's stick you here. Because then we can have road there, road there. There's enough space for a couple of buildings here. And then there's more space down here. So it kind of like leaves us like a fairly large area, which I'm kind of like, give that a shot. See how that goes? Why not? But more importantly, what have we found? So, an examination of the science ship's team concluded that the site was evacuated prior to its destruction. Finding uniforms and equipment bearing the insignia of different organisations, it appears the facility was the property of the UN. Strangely, a number of embalmed bodies were found in a secluded area. The team were unable to determine the cause or outcome of the conflict, but managed to recover further resources. These have been packaged for extraction. Yep, loads of popsicles. Okay, let's investigate the ruined dock then.
Completed a task.
Hello there. Frozen human remains constitute the majority of the debris that surrounds the loading dock. Evidence suggests the area experienced decompression after a structural breach. The dock itself has been looted and partially dismantled. Several cairns have been left behind, arranged in heliliac shapes and erected using makeshift materials. The team did find a few resources and those have been prepared for extraction. Okay, we'll just suck up the science there. Currently researching something. Yeah, we're just waiting on some science. And we are waiting on... I'm a little bit worried because if we run out of alloys, we'll stop repairing. And if we stop repairing, we'll start losing hull. We won't lose it very quickly, but still, it's better definitely to have hull than not. Being an experienced spaceship man, I can tell you that much, at least. Okay, our science ship has sucked all the science up. Let's go Mars, I guess. Mars? Go around in a big circle? May as well. May as well. Okay, we did find some circuits, so I'm hoping we can now construct the steel mill and get that running. If we can get some iron, that would be good. You don't have anything to collect, and there's no point in getting the cryogenics because we don't have the cryogenic building yet. That's what we're currently researching at the moment, the cryonic center, so we can start defrosting people, which will be useful because I think fairly soon we're going to find we don't have enough workers to man all of the buildings that we need to be manned. And if that is the case, then I think we'll drop down from optimal working conditions. And optimal working, I mean, currently we're making +1 hull per cycle, and we're getting +5 from optimal work conditions, which means if we lose optimal work conditions, then actually we'll be losing 4 hull seconds? A cycle, whatever that is. Oh, we're cycle 84, so it'll take a while for us to suffer from that. But it's definitely worth keeping in mind. The cryogenics building is... yeah, he's okay. He's a bit beefy. I don't think we've got anywhere particularly good. We could fit... I mean, we could fit him there and put a road down to him. That wouldn't be the worst thing. We could do that. Are we stockpiling food? No. In fact, it looks like we're kind of losing food. I think we might need another insect farm. Slap another insect farm down, and then let's have a look at what's going on Mars, shall we? No, that's Mercury. Mars. An old disused complex named Richter's facility has been located on the surface of Mars. The derelict UN-owned facility is covered almost entirely by Martian sand. Existing DOLOS clearance codes can be used to interact with the complex's systems. Caution is advised that the weight of the sand may exceed the structure's load-bearing capacity. Yeah, let's do that one. It's going to take a day. Cheers. Fine. And then we got a probe. What can we find? Let's ping over there. See what we can locate. Right. Current mining. Okay, I feel like just letting you just carry on doing your mining shit is fine. Do we have any iron? We do not have any iron. Where are you going currently? You are currently bringing back one whole electronics. That's it. That's what you're bringing back. Wow. Try not to spend all that in the... oh crap, we've run out of alloys. That is bad. That is bad. That is bad because if we don't have that, we can't finish. In that case, let's cancel you. Yep. Oh, do we knock that one down? We don't need you, do we? I'm gonna dismantle you just for a moment, because if we run out of alloys, we currently don't have any alloys. We are losing... we're going to lose hull integrity once that finishes, because we don't have any alloys, correct? Yep, that is dropping down. Oh, hello. Sorry.
Administrator.
Hello?
We are picking up a DOLOS emergency frequency, broadcasting from the facility Outer Hope.
Oh.
DOLOS protocol dictates that in the event of a major systems failure, administrators must contact the nearest DOLOS site immediately.
Yeah, I mean...
Outer Hope Station is likely to have both the materials and expertise required to repair the damage that the Vol engine has sustained.
Good. I don't know, like, when this, you know, protocol was set up, had the moon exploded? Or was... that's something done afterwards? I feel like there's something probably done afterwards. Probably doesn't cover moon explosions. No. Are you building now? Cancel destruction. There we go. I don't want you destroyed because we've now finished this. We just need some iron. Need iron to stop the ship from falling apart. And we do have 18. We have 18 alloys. So now we just... Right. You. Okay. Everything else is secondary. Bring us iron. You hear me? And if we have some carbon, we can make polymers as well. So that's not too bad. Get that tick along. I think we're, we're at the point where we probably aren't about to explode. This is fine. This is fine so far. We are right. We need 190 workers. We currently have 198. Ha! Ha! Okay, we definitely need the cryogenic center, but first, let's get some of this iron. Yes, that's what we need, because then we can stick the iron in our lovely steel mill, and that can then, so we've run out of alloys here, which means our hull integrity is about to start dropping, because if we're not repairing it, we're actually losing quite a lot of, we're losing 28 hull a cycle. Now we have a total of 900, but if that ever drops to 0, of course, well, bad things happen. Probably. Oh, I got a yellow thingy. Oh, we'll pop you up there. See if we can get the yellow thingy, whatever the fuck that is. Dude, how much? I guess we got plenty of space, so that's good. We could. I feel like we probably need to start defrosting people. So if we maybe go with you, we stick you there. Once we have some alloys. Let's concentrate on getting some alloys first. Get our alloy production up and running. I think we built a load of stuff with very expensive on the old alloys, like this. But once that's finished, I think our alloy production should stabilise. We should be fine. We should be fine. Have you finished doing your Mars thing? You have. A code briefly reactivates the base's defences. Due to the facility's state, they fortunately overloaded and are now offline. A team of the science ship did not suffer any losses. Oh, good. Let us investigate storage area? Sure. Let's investigate the storage area. What I really want is a shit ton of iron. I'm tempted to move the Tycoon over here so that we can gobble up all that iron. That delicious, delicious iron. It's good for you. Managed to locate and extract a small quantity of resources from the facility's storage area. During the final extraction, our perimeter team discovered a wall on the verge of collapse. They warned us before it gave way and the sand flooded the area. No one was seriously injured. Oh, good. Good-o. Oh, is that all we could do? Apart from sucking the science out? I thought we could do all of it, not just one. Alright, never mind. Never mind. I might have picked something a little bit more risque, but... C'est la vie. We were looking for the... Did we send a probe off, didn't we? We did. We sent a probe off. That's fine. That one... Can we find any... Ooh, sciencey bit, sciencey bit. Where? This way? This... No. Oh. There. Found the sciencey bits. Here comes the science part, ladies. Right, I've stuck the cryogenic center just behind this little bit here. So this creates a nice little blob. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this, but that's fine. But we've got the chili people being loaded into this bit. And then we've got the cryogenics there, but we do need some more. No, we've got plenty of electronics. That's fine. Don't have any silicon, but that's not necessarily immediately urgent. And then we can start packing stuff. We finished sucking all the science out of Mars. Excellent. Okay, should we go to Venus first? Maybe the asteroid belt. Huh. I tell you what, let's go around in the circle. Let's go to Venus first. Let's go Venus first. Let's see what we can find at Venus. So far, things are good. It seems genuinely fairly secure. The electronics facility is coming online, which will provide. We don't desperately need them, but it's nice to have them there. And of course, the cryogenic center. Once we can start loading chili, it's got 345 chili people to pick up. Problem is, if they're picking up chili people, they're not picking up the iron we so desperately need. So, ideally, I kind of need another one of them. I'm tempted to maybe take this out and switch it for another freighter, potentially, because this isn't actually bringing back anything. This is bringing back the resource. This is just mining the resources. I mean, as long as you're mining, I mean, because yeah, you mine the stuff and then it gets brought back, doesn't it? But once you've mined it, it's mined. It doesn't not mine. Yeah, so we've got 399 to collect. So I guess you just keep doing that, and we just keep getting more resources. Because so you're currently over here mining some more iron. It's going to take us quite a while to get over there. Oh, Outer Hope. Right, so we need to go to Outer Hope. We need to go to Venus. That, however, is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.